Hey guys. Okay. Hi. Hey everyone who's watching, okay? I have a very, very, very brilliant topic, okay, for today. And I got the inspiration from this, so I want to thank Sierra, Miss Sierra. I want to say Gates, Miss Sierra Gates. Okay, because Auntie Sierra, guys, she has given me the wherewithal to go ahead on and get this video here going, and also baby girl, okay, cupcake as well. But when I say Miss Sierra, on the topic of this video, the topic of the video, let me get that first. The topic of the video for me, guys, for today is narcissists and the effects they have on their children, okay? The siblings of narcissists, okay? And what put me in the mind of this video is, like I said, Auntie Sierra, Miss Sierra Gates, okay? And I want to big up Sierra Gates right now. Sierra Gates, you are a queen, okay? I take my hat off to you. You are a queen, okay? Miss Sierra Gates is very much so businesswoman. Miss Sierra Gates very much so entrepreneur. Miss Sierra Gates also very much so millionaire, okay? And very much so beautiful. She dimed out, okay? That's number one. Dimed down, okay? Sierra Gates is dimed down, okay? So that's number one. And so, but looking at the situation here that's come about, and I appreciate her for actually having the goal and the as they say balls to do what she's doing, because by her coming back and kind of just, and she's not even giving them too much, she's not being disrespectful or really rude or really mean to her sisters or her mother. What she's doing is bringing light on something. Sierra is a real indigo child. She's a real indigo child. She's a real light worker, okay? And I don't know if she realizes this or not, but what she's really doing is bringing light to a situation that needs to be shined upon in the first place, okay? And that is narcissism and the siblings. This is how the siblings conduct themselves when the narcissist has more than one child. And normally they have more than one child if they're childbearing. They're gonna have more than one child because they over here, and narcissists don't have children out of love. Narcissists have children out of what's the word for it? The narcissists, when they have children, they out here striking with children because let me trap this guy over here, or for the guys, let me trap this lady here, and things like that. The male narcissists and the female narcissists are having these children to trap them in and things like that, get child support, things like that. It's other reasons. Have the children to serve them for life, and and put it with the abuse and all this stuff, and to reflect their abuse and their shitty actions upon. Okay, that's how the narcissists get you. That's how I was here. That's how I got here. As you know, everyone knows I was born to both double narcissists, malignant narcissist mother who's aged at this point, covert military codependent father. Okay, everyone knows that. Okay, both my siblings, I can say my sister is now as a sibling is a narcissist as well. Okay, so everyone knows that. We got that down. Okay, and I've been doing videos on this. Okay, as you know, I'm the GOAT. I've been at this, and that's why I want to do this video today, because checking out Sierra, her video today, and I really respect Sierra. Let me get it to you, Miss Sierra. I respect the way that she's handling this, because she could go in, she could go deep, she could really go deep and dive in with these ones that's wanting to be disrespectful to her and things like that, and very unappreciative. From what I'm gathering, they're very unappreciative of the rich sister. You see what I'm saying? Of the rich sister, and that's a real thing. I was the black sheep of my siblings and things until I stepped out of that situation, and now I'm the rich auntie. And so, given that, I understand and I get it totally, because thank God, see, God would never put the riches and things in my path until I cut the narcissist off, because he already knows my heart. And so that's nothing I want to tell Sierra as well, baby. When you get away from those people, and it's going to be hard, it's not easy. No one, yeah, we want, like you said, we want our mothers to be mothers, be like we are to our children. We want our siblings to be siblings like we are, and things like that. But that with narcissism, Check out my other videos, Miss Sierra, and share them. These people are sick that we're dealing with. These people are sick. These people, they have no, there's no help for them. I mean, honestly, and it's not easy dealing with it when they're our family members. No, it's not easy, and that puts us at a different angle on things, and where it's a little tougher, but we have to get strength. We have to come past that. We have to come out of that, and we have to do our thing in anyway, and keep going. And but this is how and this is why I say I feel and hear a flavor of a narcissist parent in there, in that dynamic. Because when it comes to the siblings, when a narcissist has one or more child, they're not wanting their daughters and their sons to get along and be great and be fabulous and encourage one another and be there for one another. These sick people want their daughters. If they have more than one daughter, let me tell you, it's going down. Okay, it's going down, down, down. They can't sit there and be a positive role model and be a good mother and want their children to be the best of friends and everything. I have 2 daughters. My daughters are 14 years apart. Yes, they are. But they are the best of friends. They are the best of friends. They always will have each other from cradle to grave and beyond. They will have each other. We will have each other. We are a unit. Okay? We are a unbreakable chain. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. And I had to let go of my parents and all that, siblings, in order to get where I'm at today. I had to let go of all that. And only when God knew that I was serious and saw my works and saw that I had let go of that, did I become rich and things like that. Okay? So it's gonna, for some people, for some of us, it takes that. Because God knows our heart, and He knows that the very second we get $1 million, then we're gonna be blessing the other team, which is really what they are, as demons and devils. We'll be blessing the demons and devils, blessing them with our inheritance, with our money that we deserve, that we got, when they just simply don't deserve it, when they simply should not have a dime of that money to use and continue on their evil ways. That's not what God has us having that money for. Okay? It's to continue His good works and to have, that God be the glory. Okay? So that's how that goes on that. So my situation on that was a little bit different there. Okay? But the narcissistic parent or parents is always going to, they're going to want to feel like they have a wedge between each one of their children. Their children are very broken. Their children are very destitute. Their children are poor. Their children are poor-minded. Their children are poor physically and mentally. This is how the narcissist brings up their children, and they keep their children just as long as they can in these modes. The children are broken down mentally so bad that even if they do have money, a little change here and there, they're not really living life. As we all know, money is not everything in the world. Money helps you be more comfortable. Yes, it does. When you're going about life in a correct way. I'll say that. When you're going about life in a correct way, yes, funds do help us. Funds are very, very helpful to us. Okay? But saying that, when you have a narcissist parent, that's why those girls, and I believe this says 3 or 4 sisters or more, okay? That's the reason why these women are now adult women, and these women are not being able to get along, and it's really sad. It's really sad. It's a sad dynamic. And I would say, in Sierra's situation, I had to do the same thing. You have to cut ties with these people and let God handle it. Because by us giving them cars and giving them money and giving them resources and still I gave my mama hundreds and thousands of dollars and things like that, helping my siblings, stuff like that. That stuff does not, they look at us and they spit in our face. We can give them every dime we got. And they will look at us the next couple hours and spit in our face and we say we never done nothing. That's how they are. You've got to give them to God. I've had to kiss my parents and things, siblings, up to God a long time ago. But that's when I received my riches. That's when I received my blessings and things like that, my miracles in life coming on now, is because I had to let them go. I had to learn a hard life lesson and let them go in order to receive all that. See, Sarah has all that stuff, and she's steady blessing the mama, and the mama spitting right on it like it ain't nothing. See, that's narc stuff. Blessing the sisters, and they acting like it's nothing. That's narcissist activity, and at its fullest, and it's not cute, and it's not cool. And that's what I want to say. And I want to say, Miss Sierra, don't let it bring you down. Don't have be. They talk about Percocets stuff like that. I had a romp with Percocets. My own narcissist mother got me hooked on Percocets 10 years ago. Where I've had a situation now. This month I'll be celebrating my 3 years of sobriety. Okay, 3 years of sobriety, and I'm proud, and I'm happy, and I'm glad. Okay. And I'll never go back to that lifestyle ever again, okay? I'm glad, I'm happy, and I'm proud, okay? And I'm favored. And so, don't let that be something, because they think that that's going to take you down. They do. They'll be sitting there, and they love it when you call them to get the medicine, and they getting 2 or 3 out the medicine, and, I used to flip them in my sister's mouth, her pills and things. I would go hit a lick, as I called it, and go flick them in her mouth and stuff like that, and she'll be begging like a little puppy and stuff, and I give them to her, and that was so, oh, yeah. That was, honey, coming this summer here, this month will be 3 years sober and clean. I will never go back to that lifestyle, because there's nothing in it. So, I pray that's not something that brings you down, Miss Sierra. Don't let that be something that brings you down, because that's what they'll be hoping for and praying for all the while you making your business moves and making your money moves and all that. They're going to be saying, oh, I hope them Percocets take her down. All she going to do is spend her money on Percocets. Yeah. So, just a little nip on that, just to touch on that a tiny tad bit. I wouldn't let that be something that brings you down, okay? So keep a tight grasp and keep a tight accountability on yourself dealing with that, okay? I understand you have surgeries and things like that. Just keep a tight tab on yourself, and remember, because those things, that's something that can bring us down, that can bring you down quickly, and you're not really paying attention to it. If you're just going on and on your thing, next thing you know, you look up, it'll be 3 or 4 years, or 2 or 3 years, or 10 years, and you'll be still in that raps, and then you think about, wow, all the money I could have had, all the different money moves I made just to be, keep a pill in my mouth, as I said back, speaking of when my mother got me hooked on them years ago. Okay. This is something that's very important. This is something that, it's here. It's a thing, it's a thing. It's a real thing. And I'm just so proud to be on the front end of it. I'm so proud to be a pioneer for all of the children and things like that, and people who are just not knowing what to do. People who are needing someone to say, yeah, hey, that's narcissism, or hey, run now, or things like that. Okay, I'm very, very grateful and very proud to be a pioneer of this thing. So it's a lot, it's a lot. And to give more insight as well, when I was going back to saying the narcissistic siblings, the way the narcissists, the way they keep their children at a bind. They keep their children at a bind, okay? And they're going to have their children at a way where they feel like their children have not done more than them. Isn't that sad? I always say I want my children, and I train my children and teach my children up in this way to be even more than me. So that the way I went and bumped my head, I can steer them the other way, and they won't bump their head in the same sense that mom did. They won't have those same encounters and those same situations. They'll be able to say, okay, well, mom said don't do it this way because she did it that way and she already saw it didn't work. So I'll go right this time. Mom went left, didn't work, bumped her head, ooh, ow, 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 got back up, did it again, ooh, ooh, and now I'm going to go right because that's the way to go. We know that by trial and error. That's the right way to go. Okay? Go right. Okay? And so that's how I am here with my children. Okay? I am sure that if I, by trial and error, know something for a fact, those girls know it, and they will not go left. They will go right, because that's the way to go, and it has been found out by trial and error. Okay, very important. Okay, but leave it up to a narcissist. Those children are going to be, and this is if they have anything to do with it. The narcissist, their children are to be broken spiritually, mentally, pocket wise, for currency wise, financial wise. It's so deep, guys, and it's deep. You've got to check out my videos. It's some deep stuff. It's some deep stuff. So never take it lightly. You know, I hear, and I picked up, see, I don't even care to watch the other stuff. I just watch Sierra videos. And I see how she's going about everything, and she's handling everything, you know. She's very much so ladylike. She's very much so handling everything in a proper manner. But once she, and I hope she does this, I hope she gets to a point where she can cut ties with that situation, because she's going to learn the hard way. If not, that if not cutting ties, it's going to be a level blockage on, I don't want to say I don't want to use the word blockage, but it's going to be a level of things that she's not going to be able to do, not going to get into, as long as she's having that that correspondence, and that back and forth, and they had that ability to come in her home, her vehicles, her man's life, her children's life. They're gonna always keep some stuff going. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna always keep some stuff going. They're gonna always be nicking and picking and poking. And like I said 1 or 2 videos back, they're gonna be chipping off, little bit by little bit, chipping us off, until they get what they actually desire. Okay. Which in my case, they have no way, because guess what? I have gave them the cold shoulder, okay, almost 3 years ago, and I do not regret it. Let me tell you this: it's never been a day that I have regretted no contact with my narcissistic family members. Any of them is narcissists, and I come from a long line of sickness and things like that in my family union, and I was chosen. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful, you know, that I have been chosen to be on a different paradigm of life and the world and everything. So I'm grateful. But my topic of my video today was on the narcissistic children, the siblings of these narcissists. Okay, and sure enough, you know, like I said, it's a hard thing to realize, but you have to realize that and I was born to 2 narcissists, okay? And when I was born to these narcissists, it's not born out of love. My father was U.S. Marine Corps, okay? Came out of Paris Island in 81. I was born by late 84. My daddy came out of Paris Island in 81. I was born late 84. So in my situation, I'm sure I was born to, me and my siblings were born to kind of tie my father down. My mother was which both my parents come from Virginia, the country. So I'm sure I was born to tie that Marine down, and we were born to, I'm sure, leverage some type of child support, things like that. And then not only to mention, hey, since I got them here, I got minions here now that'll serve me for the rest of my life. That's how the narcissists look at their children. They're not looking at their children just tokens of love, and I want them to be better than me, and I don't want them to make the same mistakes I made. No. They're looking at their children as if, oh my goodness, I'm going to set booby traps up for her, for the narcissistic mothers. You know how they're looking at their daughters? They're looking at their daughters even from little girls from birth. They're looking at their daughters as competition. They're looking at their daughters as competition. Fathers, the same thing, narcissistic fathers. They're looking at their sons, not from little mini thems or whatever. They're looking at their sons as competition. As beings that should never be allowed to make as much money as them. That should never be allowed to know more than they do, or whatever. Have any type of skills, more skills than they do. And it's sad. That's why I say it's a sickness. Because had a person not be sick, they would of course want the best for their children, top of the line, supreme best for their children. These narcissists, honey, don't mean their children any good. And they take their siblings and the children, more than one child, they take them and pick them apart and they set them against each other. So, like you and I would have our children, I have my, like I said, two daughters, and my daughters are the best of friends. And I have it that way. I encourage their relationship. I not only encourage their relationship, but I any type of way I can, I enhance their relationship. I do all this, But the narcissistic parents, they'll go talking to one sibling about the other sibling, and bashing them, and coming up, maybe probably even lying that you can't even put that past them. They will lie. They will lie to you. So they go and they lie to one sibling about the other sibling. Anything like me and my sister. I have a sister. Me and my sister, believe it or not, I'm the oldest. But we're not even 2 full years apart, okay? And then our brother, he comes and he's 5 years younger than me, okay? That's fine. And he's always looked up to me as a mother figure and things like that, as he should. And I've always loved him and will do anything that I can to help him, I understand my sister's a narcissist at this point. And it's sad. We're not even 2 months apart, guys. And I'm the big sister. We're not even 2 months apart, but it's terrible. And when I tell you, we can't even, as long as my mom is anywhere in the picture, we can't get along. And it's sad, my mom, see, she never have that hold on me like she has on my sister. It's some type of hold or tick she has on her that whenever I come around, she'll make it like they'll just attack me, whether with words. It gets physical sometimes. It's all type of stuff. And so it's just a sad, very sad occurrence. It's a very sad occurrence. And so seeing all the stuff about Miss Sierra, that just had me to say, I'm going to go on here and do a video about the narcissists and their children, the siblings of narcissists, because it's never going to be nothing but chaos until you cut those people off. That's just how it is. And it's a hard fact, and it's kind of like medicine. It's nasty, but it works. It's nasty, but you have to take it. The taste isn't good to the palate, but it's something that will strengthen you. It's something that will make you better. Okay? And stop missing out on your blessings for having these demons in your face and sitting to your table at your place. Cut it out. Because just experiment. Even if you don't say like me, I'm done with it. It's in God's hands. It's in thy God's hands. But if I was to say in a situation where I didn't know what to do, I'm a Scorpio, I was bold with mine. Okay, but if you might not be able to be as bold, try it out for 2 months. Try it out for 6 months. Try it out for 2 weeks. Try it out for 1 month. And see the miracles and what happens in your life. And don't reach back soon as you start making money. Soon as you start getting everything together. Don't reach back to these people to try to forsake where all your blessings come from. Okay? And I'm just saying like that. Everyone have their own life. Everyone have their own thing. Everyone has their own thing. I understand that as well. Okay, everybody got their own different routes and things like that to make and do. I'm just wishing everyone the best. Okay, I'm wishing everyone the best, and I thank you guys once again for watching my videos. I thank you so very much. Check out all my videos. This is a snippet, okay, because I want to go back into this. This is a snippet of narcissists and their children. So siblings that were born to narcissists. Okay. So thank you. Be looking for another video on this because I will be more specific. I will be more into depth. But this Sierra thing here is something that's really had me touch on this. And so, and it's really a really good example. It's a really good example. 4 girls, 4 or 5 sisters, and the mom. Oh yeah. And we got Rick's sister. Things like that. That dynamic. Oh yeah. So Miss Sierra, don't let them drown you, baby. Miss Sierra, don't let them drown you. Miss Sierra, hold in there. Miss Sierra, you got this. Okay, you got this, sis, okay? So thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and stay tuned in and subscribe. Thank you.